Hey parents, how you doing? This is Coach Frank, and I wanted to go over a few things. There has been a few parents that weren't able yet to make it either to the team meeting, or maybe I did not have their information or have it set up properly, and things may not have gone out to you, or you weren't sure exactly where to find the information. So I just wanted to go over a few things. It is what is today? Thursday. And yes, it was nice outside today. It was a bit crisp, but it would have been good baseball practice weather. However, we had some families that couldn't be there, and I had some late treatment getting done today. So, anyway, yeah, it would have been a nice time, but unfortunately, sometimes life gets in the way. And this year, the weather's really gotten in our way to get off to a good start. But I'm not worried about it. I've got a plan. I've been doing this for quite a while, as I've told those that have met me. And although far from perfect, we will get things caught up. And since I do have a plan and we're not just going to shotgun it, then I think that we'll be able to make up this time. In all the years I've been coaching, there's either some years we get that weekend or 2 weeks in before Easter and get a lot of stuff in. And then there's other times where, like this year, it's been pretty cold out, and finding indoor facilities, of course, costs money. We've been talking about that. And the select softball and baseball programs for Millard have priority all the way through Monday on those. So they still tend to get a little bit of priority there, but right now they were firmly scheduled through there. So we're definitely going to have a practice coming up on a Tuesday. So let's see, I've got a couple notes, so I'll look down a few times, and I'll try not to get too long because I do tend to get long-winded on occasions. I don't like hearing myself or seeing myself on any kind of video, but that's just always how I've been. I've been long-winded. Okay, so tomorrow from 6 to 7, we're going to have just a quick hour practice, get in, get out. And basically, like I talked about for those that were at the team meeting, is that so I can see what your youngsters can do in just the basic skills and where their basics are. Fundamentals are very important, and usually when people struggle, especially in baseball, they've got some kind of fundamental issue going on. So if we can have, or when I have that quick assessment, we're going to do some different stations, and the boys will get to go through each station, and everybody will get some reps at it, so I can kind of see, hey, how are they throwing? How are they swinging the bat? Are they in balance? Are their eyeballs on it? Do they get under a pop-up? Whatever it might be, so I can take individual notes on your son, and then I'm not doing always just coaching as a whole, but I can individualize a plan for your son. Now, with some of that, because my brain is a little slow on occasions, especially during chemo week, I do have to write things down. I do maybe sit back a little bit and take a look. But in the long run, what I found out is that plan works out really good for the youngsters. Now, if your child, let's say, has a strange throwing motion, I don't know that. I've not seen anybody's, and I've had some great players that didn't throw status quo. I've known some good golfers didn't swing status quo, right? It's eye, hand, stuff like that. But if there is a kink in the armor that we need to work on, we can slowly work on it during the season. Major stuff we'll have to do in the off season, but that's okay. We'll always still keep trying to improve them, because the most important thing for them is getting to the point where they're confident, okay? Sorry, I just got a text I was waiting on. Okay, sorry about that. So let me go through this real quick. Tomorrow, if it's too cold, wet, rainy, whatever it might be, then I will reach out by 4 o'clock, okay? By 4 o'clock through Game Changer, and I'll probably email it just tomorrow. We'll talk about communications in a minute, but if I call it off tomorrow because it's going to be too cold, too wet, too windy, where it's hard for us to get a good assessment, then I will do that. And we may then, for those that want to catch, we need to get together and find out who can fit gear, who might need some gear, see the basic things that are going on with the kids. We might be able to set a catcher's practice for an hour, and that'd have to be indoor. And I still got to see if I can get indoor space. I don't know, but I want to get some stuff going. So as quick as we can. So by 4 o'clock tomorrow, please be looking at Game Changer, so you can get the update, and then we'll go from there. Also, at that time, I'll let you know about catching. We do have a parent that is offered. They have the ability to go to the indoor facility and use the batting cages. So you can do that for your son. They have a couple different levels where you can go and hit, pitch to your son, whatever it might be. And then sometimes we come. But anyway, she offered that we can rotate and have a couple kids come with her son. So I might get some info out there and then kind of do it like a drawing out of the hat kind of thing. But that's wonderful, and I appreciate you for doing that. I haven't talked to you, so I'm not going to give out your name or anything. So, but if we can get to that point, on some of these days where it's raining or it's wet, maybe we can get inside. And if you're interested in talking about a hitting, access to the hitting cage, then let me know and I can get you that information. Okay, so tomorrow by 4 o'clock, I'll let you know. If we don't practice then, maybe we'll have a catcher's practice indoors tomorrow. If that happens, I'll let you know. If your son doesn't want to catch, perfectly okay. You're not expected to be there. So coming up on Tuesday, we definitely have a practice scheduled at the indoor facility. It's going to be $8. About $8 a child for that. It's 6 o'clock to 7. Now, we only get an hour in that indoor facility. So when we get there, come in about at least probably usually about 5 minutes. You don't want a bunch of boys standing around. That's also why with the batting cages inside, we don't take the whole team. It's just then it's chaos, and then I don't get a chance to coach and teach, right? So then we have to start right on the nose, and we got to get off right on the nose. So it's just an hour. But we will be inside on Tuesday at the Millard United Center, and I'll get the information out there. I'm trying to see on our Millard website that we have. You go to Millard United Sports, their website, go to baseball, classic baseball, and then over to our age group, then over to the Angels. And I really don't like their website builder, but it doesn't matter. It's free. We don't have to pay for it. But I'll put just general stuff out there for you. And I think I've got a page with addresses to where everything is. But in Game Changers, whenever we have practice and stuff, unless I missed it and forgot, I'll put the addresses in there so you'll know where to go. Communication. So, wait, I better finish with the schedule. So Tuesday, we definitely have an outside practice scheduled on Thursday right now, although it's a week away. We have an outside practice scheduled. We're going to get really consistent, especially after Easter. We're going to be really consistent with three practices and maybe even some extra time for pitching and catching, because the season's going to be up on us in a couple weeks, and we haven't even had a chance to get out. So if you need help with rides or anything like that, post it on Game Changer. Reach out to me. I can reach out to folks, and as we come together as a community, we can find out who lives close or who maybe can help out with rides. And if I'm close, I'll help out too. I've got a small car, so I usually can only fit in one, maybe two players at the most. Okay, communication. So after Tuesday, it'll all be on Game Changer, unless it's something really important or long. I'm putting out a real long email or something like that. So Game Changer, the Sports Engine app that I don't know if your team used it last year. I'm assuming so because a couple have asked about it. It's just not the smoothest app, and why use two different things? Because we'll do our scoring and everything else through Game Changer. So scoring, communications, locations, all that stuff. So after Tuesday, that's how you need to make sure that you're getting information. So if you don't know how to use Game Changer or download the app, it's real simple. There's plenty of videos. I can get you some info and I can help you get up on it. But please make sure you get that down. And then when something is scheduled, a practice or a game or a team get together, please go in there and RSVP and let me know. That's how it lets me know who's going to be there, because as coaches, and especially me, because I'm doing most of the design of all the practices, that's how I decide what we're doing in practice on how many young men we have. We were starting with 12. I've ran with 13 the last few years, and that's a lot, especially because, as you know, at this age group, there's not a lot of at-bats. But we have already lost one, so we're down to 11. So we have 11 families, so it's important that everybody gets theirs off as they can, because your sons are going to have a lot of opportunity to play, and I want them to get confident and be able to play fast and know what they're doing. I know this is getting close to 10 minutes, so I will do that. We talked about team communication with Game Changer. Again, if you have any questions, let me know. If you need to reach out to me, then text me through there on an instant message or to my phone. If I don't answer you, my phone doesn't always give me notifications. So I don't know what it is. I've checked, I've looked. Maybe I'm just that old guy that can't figure it out. But so don't think I've ignored you. I'll get back to you, I promise, okay? Let's see. It is a community board, so if you got any frustrations or you're replying back to somebody, make sure you're going instant message to instant message, or if you post something, make sure something you want for the kids. And posting there, you saw today, those that have Game Changer, I'm going to post videos from other coaches, videos I've done in the past, or things like that, where if we don't have a practice like tonight, this is, I sent out something from Coach Trotsky. He's fantastic. I have different coaches I have relationships with that we teach the same thing. So that is a great thing, especially for kids. You got to get a pattern. You got to get a system when you get in that box. The best hitters, especially at the lower levels, are the confident ones, and you're confident when you have a system of what you want to do, how you're going to do it, and stuff like that. So that video, make sure they watch that, because we're going to be going over it real soon. So if I put videos there, don't be surprised if I cut a video like this one. I may put a link, or I may put a link to or let you know it's on our Millard United Sports website, that there's something there for the boys to go look. Because what I found in the past is it's hard sometimes for the parents to get the information to the boys, or they might not know how to copy and paste over to the text or whatever it might be. So that's my way, so I can talk to the boys even when we don't have practice and help them get better and know what's coming up for the next practice. Let's see, emails, we did that. Skills and drills videos, I did that. Hey, I think the little bit I wanted to get through there, I got done. I promise you that even though we're getting off to a bit of a rocky start, it's weather related. What can you do? Oh, speaking of weather, make sure you download the Rain app. I think I have it on the web page. Yes, I do. And I also put the phone number there. Coaches do not get to make choices on rainouts or delays. So any information you find out at the same time I do, if you're logged into that Rain app. So that is for games. So once we get into games, then that's where the information will come from on rainouts and stuff like that. And then whoever catches it first, boom, you can post it to the website or to the Game Changer app for everybody. Anyway, I appreciate everybody. I know we're going to have a fun season. There'll be ups and downs, sideways turn, left, right. I mean, it just is what it is with youth ball players and with a new coach, because nobody knows how I work and things like that. So anyway, thank you so much. Tomorrow by 4 o'clock, I'll make the call on the 6 o'clock practice, and then if we're going to have just a catcher's practice instead. Otherwise, I'll see everybody on Tuesday, unless we get a little batting cage action over the weekend with a couple kids. So, but everybody will get an opportunity with me in a batting cage. So anyway, take care. We'll talk to you soon, folks. Thank you.